this is what progress looks like. Look at this. It's a proper blank canvas. Now, as much as we've done everything, this room was never a blank canvas, just because the state that the walls were in, you could never see where it was going to be. But having completely fresh walls, Tim and Peter have done an amazing job, and the only thing that's left really now is the back wall here. So it is the worst wall, but seeing that come together, it will completely transform this room. We're really excited for it. So there's that to come. And we've got Terry in the billiard. Terry is putting the coving up in there now. We know he's got the patience of a saint. It is an incredibly difficult job. It's intricate, it's precise, it has to be millimetre perfect. And the only person here that has the ability to do that is Terry, because I can't do it. Tracy probably could as well, but I don't have the patience for it. And Tracy is going to be in the entrance hall getting the panelling sorted. Similar problem in there as we've had around the chateau, where the wood at the bottom, because the ingress from the windows, because there was broken windows in there when we first got here, it's just rotted all the wood out. So she's going to try repairing that, getting that sorted. And I'm just going to be pottering and doing littering jobs, whether it's pointing or getting my little cupboard sorted. So loads to do. Let's crack on.
Well, more of our Coven sprayed. Start to bring it in now because yet again the weather's turning, but they're looking good. So we've got the next pack because we had 2 packets. So this is the next lot of them, which I think we've got another.
I think it's 40 metres and 40 metres, or 45 and 45.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got another. What would that be then? If the 45,
90 metres in total.
Yeah. A lot.
Not like you like to complicate things ever, do you?
No. But the next thing that we need to look at as well is the extra part to the Coven. Now, this was one that we showed everyone that we were looking at actually getting all in one piece, and we're going to add this onto the bottom, which would be nice. We're not too sure if to still go with this or if to create our own. Now, it might sound a little bit crazy actually creating our own Covens, but we always like to be creative here, don't we, Ash?
You keep using this we. I think I'd phrase it in another way. You always like to make things difficult.
This will be easier. I promise it will be so much easier.
Will it?
Yeah, because painting that, even that little piece, was so difficult because what we're going to have to do is spray it all gold first. Then we're going to have to go over and paint the green in between.
And that is going to be another 80 metres of that.
Yeah,
right
no,
the way
that
around.
is going to be
40 metres right 40. The way around the room.
Yeah, so that is going to be really difficult. It'd be easier the other way, but because the gold we're using, it wouldn't. So that's going to be difficult, even though everyone likes it. But our other option is,
ta-da! Ba-dum.
Our beautiful griffins.
And they are beautiful. And is this all down to Eathan?
It is. So we put a call out in one of our previous videos to if anyone could actually help with any of our mouldings.
Yeah, and Eathan actually creates 3D mouldings. So we're going to put a link to his website. So he's Eathan Huber. But it's not Eathan that we need to say a big thank you to, is it?
It's not. No.
It's Nanat Gauchat. Donc c'est un grand merci. Et vous? C'est parfait. Et c'est très gentil. So we're really pleased, Nanat. Thank you so much for getting your grandson to get in touch with us because he's done an amazing job and we have the pieces we need now.
Yes. Not only did he create the griffins, but he created, this is one of the actual mouldings that's obviously our whole inspiration, which I didn't know what we're actually going to do. But he's managed to create this, which we've got the canvas leaves, and then obviously we've got the signet on the top.
And we're still just perfecting that, aren't we, right now?
Yeah. We're still getting the final one sorted and it's going to be a lot bigger. This is just a test one just to actually see how it works. But this is going to be the colour that's going to soften the dark blue. And I think with the gold, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
It does. It really goes. It really goes nicely. And the level of detail. Like I say, we're just perfecting the design with Eathan right now.
Yes. So if anyone is actually interested in 3D modelling and actually printing them out on a 3D printer, then Eathan actually creates custom designs. So we'll put the link in the description because you can actually get in touch with him. But back to our mouldings. So do we go with our moulding or do we create our own? Now there's a couple of options. We need the green, which we've got for the Coven, but in between the green, I need to break that green up with a different colour, which is the grey that we're going to be using, just so the green's not going straight into the dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
I understand that.
So you're up to speed with it?
I get that.
So we have to use the grey, some way of it. Now, the first choice was to get this moulding, which is beautiful. So we've got the band of grey on the bottom.
And that'll be blue underneath, just explain that.
Yes, so the dark blue will follow on from this. So we've got gold, blue. So that could go on there. And then we'll have our griffins. You might need to come that way so you can still get the light on. And then we could put like a smaller trim on the top there to create something like that.
So you're going to have to explain now. This is instead of the other one.
Instead of this one, yes. So this
I think you need to put
replace
them side by side, so at least.
So if I stand it up.
So that will come off. So the moulding on the ceiling, this will be below that on the walls. So it'd only go on the walls. It's not going on the beam or anything like that.
No, this is going on just the walls. The beam would probably create something a little bit simpler. So that's one option to do that. Now, you said then about making it a bit simpler.
Yes. Not for anything else. I think it looks lovely.
The other option as well is, obviously we've got these mouldings, which is all the canvas sleeves. Now instead of griffins, do we go with them?
But you're already putting them on the...
I know, so would it be too much?
Too much. I think that is... I like the griffins much better. And I think the griffins just gives it a different context. When you look at these rooms, when we've been looking through the book, there is lots of different creatures. There's not a lot of... There's repetition in lines, but there's not a lot of repetition in rows.
Yeah.
So you don't see the same thing over and over going down. So I don't know how that would work.
So the other option is scrap the green, because we've already got the green on the carving, and we go straight into the grey. So we'll have our griffins. You better come around here a bit now if you need to see it. So we've got our griffins. A bit of grey on that one. And then we've got this moulding, which we could put on the bottom. And actually I was going to put that one on the top to go straight into the carving. And then a smaller one on the bottom.
I really like that, you know.
Well,
It's not that I dislike the green, I just like that more.
I'd probably would have something in between the griffins as well, so they won't go
Like a little
right up.
flame or something.
Yeah, well, something. We'll we'll think, come up with something. But yeah, so that would be like that sort of design.
I really like that. I genuinely really like that.
So go straight into the grey.
Go straight into the... Because you'd have the green here.
Yeah.
You've got the grey, and then the blue will be here. You've got that break that you're looking for with that, but you're making it a lot easier on yourself, I think.
I know it's just that trim. I really like that.
I know, I really like the trim as well, Tez, but it's one of them, isn't it? You could even get away with that. I'd make that one on the top, the smaller one though.
That one.
Yes. I'd probably do that. If you're going to do that.
Is that just too bulky then though for that bottom part?
I think it's too bulky anyway. Maybe offset like that, yeah, it might work.
Oh, the choices.
Decisions.
Yeah, so because I think that that's beautiful. It's just the height difference between that and then the griffins. There's just too much of a step, isn't there?
I think so. I liked the option that you showed with that. So with this piece and that piece.
Yeah, so that on
works,
the top.
For me, that works really well. But you're the design genius for a reason. If you did that, would another option just team me out?
Yeah.
Could this trim be grey if you wanted to do that?
It could be, but it still needs to have a bit of gold on it. It can't all be grey. Just to break it up, because just plain grey, it's going to look a bit...
But is it with the amount of gold around it? It's not going to... I know it's just going to look like a band though, isn't it, right the way around the room?
Yeah. That one's not too bad, because obviously you've got a big band of gold, and then you've got quite a lot of detail on that.
Is there any other options in that?
Not smaller.
No.
So let us know your option. There's about 50 there. And I'm going to crack on with getting the rest of this carving up on the ceiling. So the bits that are already painted, I can get these up, get that sorted, and then I can look at getting these ones painted once they're all dried with the gold on.
Ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. So I think we'll see what people say in the comments about what they think their options are with this. We'll have a little play about. Once all the plastering's done, we'll get stuck on and see what it actually looks like in situ.
I think that'd be the best bit.
Yeah.
I think you need the colour on the wall as well, the blue.
Yeah, and go from there.
Yeah, right, let's crack on.
Brilliant. Come on then.
Come on then. That's another row done, and the big one in the centre completed, and you can really start to see this coming together now. Again, I don't have the vision. I know what it was going to look like because I've seen these pieces and what Terry and Tracy have been creating, but to see it up in situ, it has genuinely transformed this room. When you look this way and you look at the completed pieces, it genuinely is magnificent. And it's just going to make this room feel so grand, and I'm so looking forward to it. As you know, this is my room, so I'm allowed to be excited for this one. And I genuinely love the colours, and I know the piece of furniture that we've got going in here, our big, beautiful billiard table and our Napoleon Trois furniture as well. It's just going to go so, so well. So right now, we've run out of these pieces. Obviously, it's a lot of work to get them all painted and sprayed and everything else in between. So Terry's cracking on with that, and we can crack on with the rest of it. So let's go. Look at that. Now, I said at the beginning that it's like a blank canvas, but we still had that dirty wall looking at us. So now that that is done, it is incredible. This room is a full blank canvas, and it's just nice to see. It means that we're coming to the end, doesn't it, Tess?
Yeah, definitely. To see all of this in just one uniform colour and nice and flat is just absolutely, like every corner. If it's that one, which was obviously an absolute mess.
Yep, that side, this side, that wall was a mess. Above that, everywhere that you looked, there was damage. There was damage everywhere around this room.
Yeah, and now just to get it all as one uniform colour and just all plastered completely flat is just absolutely...
Well, we got something to work with. We could never work what was here. No matter what we did, we could never have worked what was on the walls before. This had to be done.
Yes, definitely.
And now it is genuinely incredible. And there's going to be, it feels so light now, doesn't it? I know it's because of the blue on the walls, but it genuinely just feels, it's not, I don't mean light as in like visual, I mean light as in like a breath of fresh air, because the walls are complete.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, it's amazing just to get it all completely done. Like I said, we've been waiting for this for so long. But the next thing is the next two windows. So
yep.
They hopefully should be towards the end of December. They're just getting made as we speak. And then that'll be this room.
Well, that's the entire chateau double glazed.
Well,
everything, barring the turret.
Yeah, the tower needs all ones in there. But all of the big ones, all of the main rooms are all double glazed, which...
But we were trying to put into perspective the amount of glass that this took and the amount of wood to double glaze the chateau. Do you know what I mean? What we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of these windows. Now, 18 of these windows, and they're over 2.5 metres each. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's a massive amount.
It is. But it's getting there. So now we'll leave this dry out for a couple of days. Then we can start getting the first coat of like the base paint down.
Yep.
Just to help soak into the new plaster. And then we can start looking at getting our nice dark blue on the walls.
I'm looking forward to that. I genuinely am. I think it's going to really give it a contrast in here, especially with the green and gold that you've done and with the greys that are going to be going into it.
It's going to be...
It sounds like over the top, but to me it just feels opulent. It really does feel opulent in how it's going to like come out.
It's going to be a real change because it's going to be so dark. But I think once everything's all in together, it'll pull it together.
Yeah. Again, this room can take dark before anyone says anything. 6 windows. 6 windows, 5 chandeliers, 4 wall lights. Yeah. So if you think at any point that this room's going to be dark and gloomy, it's not the case, is it?
No, definitely not. If you want dark and gloomy,
you go in my room.
Then you go in the billiard room. Now, cracking on in here, so I've managed to get, what's that, 5, 10, 15, 16 of the boxes done.
So you got 12 left, is that right?
13,
2, 4,
is it?
6, 8, 10, 12,
12.
14.
14.
I thought we had 28. How have you got 16 done? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16?
I've got 16 done, yeah.
I only count 28, but I don't know, I'm confused now.
Oh, we better have enough coffins.
The calculations are right, it's my counting that's wrong.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
But yeah, we're getting there with it, so it's all exciting.
Yeah, so hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It is exciting getting to these. Again, it's just little bitty jobs, but we love involving you guys with the process. So let us know what you think in the comments. Tell us what coven you think could work best. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you got the bell click for notifications. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.